got fixed up, and we finally got there. So huzzah!
I kind of muted that because every stream kept picking me.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I'm at least ready on the stream side, and it probably could use the color, but it doesn't matter that much, to be honest. It's more just, do we want to show the prizes for everybody else?
Okay, I'll go first this time.
Yep, this is game 2 for anyone who's just joining in.
Including me! Because I also did not see game 1.
Okay.
Not a great start. Ultra Ball discarding Vaporeon and Metal Energy.
So this is to not to downplay things too much, but this is effectively Jimmy Ballard versus the most jank Worlds winning deck you will ever see. I think that's fairly reasonable to say.
Just trying to do anything stupider, but no, that's brilliant.
No, it really is just about that silly, isn't it?
What was it actually won 2011 again? I forget what won that year.
I don't remember, but
Yeah, 'cause if it was the truth, that would be competition for this for sure.
No, the truth came second. Was
Actually,
it Magnaball?
Should it be that? Hang on, it shouldn't be that. It should be something else.
I think it might have been Magnaball that won that year.
Probably something
It was
like
meant to be that. It should be that. We'll grab that instead.
Yeah, I'll let you have that. I'll let you. If only because I was too distracted thinking about 2011 Worlds, notice what you did in the first place.
To be fair, yeah, I was actually looking at the screen there, I was getting my drink open.
We'll put down a Metal Energy and pass.
Okay.
One of those stupid bottles that's decided that both the cap and the bit that the cap is attached to are coming off at the same time, and now I can't get it back on, so whatever.
It's your turn, Pepper.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking.
I can't even swap those out anymore either, because most of them they've got the cap that doesn't actually unstick from the hinges. It's like it stays on so that you can recycle them together, and that's what like all of my other ones are, but this one is not. Now I see why.
Yeah, no support for those two. Ultra Ball, discarding AZ. Yeah, I think it's got the Absol this matchup.
Absol's always a weird one. Like, it's super cool, but it's been kind of annoyingly hard to fit into a lot of things, but I think a lot of that is also just we haven't really played decks that it works with.
I'm just gonna get the base Audino.
Okay, to be fair, you've played like 600 more Manectric decks than I have, and it does fit very well there, but it just hasn't made the cut, you know?
I will blue you.
Yep.
Came in for 4. Now Spirit Link. Float on the Shaman. Nasty here, but I don't think this by any detaches. Audino. Actually, hang on. Fuck it, we're going. Ultra Ball discard and Audino. Alright, right. This is still probably correct. Fuck. No, it wasn't. Oh, I do, dude. I did a do-do.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
He's getting a Mega Man. No other do-do. No other...
Right?
And get hexed. Pass.
I think it's probably not.
I'll try. Okay, actually, no. Get stuck in shame and try and continue. Wait. Oops.
Yeah, we did Ultra Ball, right? So we should have known this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's why I didn't ask for a take back. I realised I
Yeah.
goofed.
Ultra Ball discarding Galvantula and Yanmega.
Yeah, because I read a brick here, so and looks like I was right. Because you're ultra balling for something crazy under. Okay.
Giovanni's scheme. Draw until 5.
Okay.
Yep. It's pretty alright.
I may have just already punted there, but like when you draw a card and it's like and you read the opponents on the brick, you don't want to play it.
Yeah, so I mean the one thing here is Yanmega can't attack this turn regardless because of the Hex, but still it's yeah, you've you've kind of left yourself in a bit of a bad spot here, haven't you? Oh dear.
Problem is, I'm kind of scared of Mega Audino coming in and slapping.
It does take 3 energy, so
That is fair, but Mega Turbo exists. Although you're on a 1-card hand, we're probably...
We know what the 1 card is too, because it was Ultra Ball searched, right? So there's no
Yeah.
energy in the discard at the moment either.
So I think we're fine to Sky Return.
Yeah.
Seems alright.
Top. Attach, Mega, pass.
Yep.
He's not I'm pretty sure his game, but I'm not gonna wait until you represent something remotely lethal.
Just a lot of cards in this hand because of that Shaman.
Yep. The one issue.
Can we play down?
Well, we
Eeveelutions?
can Super Rod. Probably gonna get these 3 out. I'm fairly sure I do not need Vaporeon right now.
I'd be stunned if you did somehow.
Like, fire is not a type that exists. Is that a Volcanion?
Probably not. Play down. Should play down an energy at least. Yeah, Seeker isn't going to help. As annoying as this just might have to be a small Shaman.
Doesn't have to be a Shaman at all, it is optional.
I mean, I don't want to coach, but you can have to place something down. Because if I just top away to find DCE, yes.
Exactly,
I
that's the
bench
thing.
him. I can.
So we'll put down the EXP share, we'll Shaman for 2. Silent Lab.
Yeah.
Ninja Boy.
Yeah, we got away with it.
That's a very
Actually, that is a
Yeah,
very
I was just saying, no coaching here,
very
but
dangerous.
if I find a DCE, I can bench you.
Yeah. Hang on.
I fear no man, but that's white thing over there. That scares
thing
me.
scares
Those bubbles scare me.
It's Tyrovision.
Probably should be that. And
Someone gave Audino.
we will assault them.
Yep. And I top Sycamore. Never punished. And the Sycamore finds DCE. Double never punished.
So
Spirit
stupid.
Link down. Put down the Audino. Yeah, we have to click the kill it button. 50 on your bench, 'cause I did play the Sycamore.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I would have, I would have done stuff slightly different in that turn, but that's again hindsight, I suppose. But still,
Yeah, that's why I told you not to get the Joltik out, because it was the thing that happened.
annoyingly enough, I still wouldn't have killed either though, because this thing's got 10 more HP than what, you know, Revenge Blast would do here. But still.
Fortunately, I don't think we're in a very good position right now at all. Touch and Metal, Giovanni to draw.
Oh wait, yeah, you had that. I would have been fine. Yeah. Okay.
Yanma. And we'll have to pass at that.
Right.
Yeah, to not beat around it too much till the end of the game, because I'm gonna forget. I would have not actually drawn with the Shaman, and I would have attached the Experience Share to the Kabalion that you'd switched thingied into. So then you would have had enough energy at that point to be able to Revenge Blast here.
50 on the Audino. BS Seeker for Hex.
Yeah.
And Medical Symphony put the 50 on the Yanma.
Yeah, because unfortunately, as it stands, this game is basically over at this point.
Ultra Ball discarding Galvantula and Galvantula.
Remember your Hex, and your own lab, so your Shaman's
Yeah.
double negated. Your Shaman.
That is fine.
But if they're double negated, surely the double negative turns into a positive again. God. That'd be an interesting
Resolution
thought
either.
experiment for a TCG at the very least.
And
Yep, you probably need to do that. I was sitting on Lysander. I would have used it for a double KO or better.
this is probably over anyways. Scout.
Yep.
I'm just saying what we've got. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, I should not have won that the way I played, but
No, no, you should not.
Just top deck Sycamore, get lucky.
indeed. Yeah, this is the updated list that was on Jason's blog, pretty much. I couldn't really find any better changes to make because the only thing I would have fixed from the world's list was better Gren prep, and this has the extra hex for that. So, not much to add or say, really.
Yeah. It probably still loses to Greninja, to be honest.
Yeah, it's still not great.
It depends, but I think it probably is still like really sketch into it. Like, it doesn't seem like it really has that much thing for it. Yeah, second hex is great and all, because hex chaining is pretty efficient for it, but I don't know, like, it's not as if they've got that, you know, you've got that many abilities for them to worry about, so I would probably start just like Moonlight Slashing at that point. And it's not as if you've got any heal that way. Annoyingly, you don't kill them in one hit, so Rough Seas kind of deals with almost all of the damage that you'd be doing. I don't know.
You might fit in here if you can find a place for skiing, probably over an N or something. That might be what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, if you could get like the turn 2 hit, probably, but the problem is even Talonflame survives the hit, right? So if they just start with, if they have the Talonflame start, which is
140.
It's 130.
So yeah, scheme would help there. They're asking for a turn 2 scheme. Symphony is a bit much.
Yeah, I think it is, just a little bit. But you know. Yeah, this deck was not playable before Worlds, it was not playable after Worlds, it arguably wasn't playable at Worlds, but you know, Shintaro is a wizard, so sometimes it is just gonna happen. And yeah, it's
the entire just say the entire Netta is Night March. There you go.
It does specifically have a pretty funky Night March matchup. That is true. Because especially with a lot of them going for Mew as well, right? So Mew you could bench hit for 50 and take it out, so like you start getting 2 prize hits and into them a fair bit, and so yeah, it does have a pretty good matchup into March. But although having said that, it's like, I don't know, they trade 2, it's the fact that they trade 2 Pokemon, right? But you're still giving up 2 prizes and a Mega that takes like 3 energy every time, right? I'm not actually sure that matchup is like, you know, it's favorable, but I don't think it's like, you know, I just win because you're playing Night March sort of thing, you know? Which, to be fair, most matchups aren't like that. But still, I think there's a lot here for setup-wise that makes it difficult for it to like keep up if the March can just keep attacking for, you know, KOing this thing every time. Might get a little bit tough. But favorable match is favorable match, and that's what it needs sometimes, so yeah.
This just has terrible health into it.
Yeah, it certainly is a very awkward one for it. This is not the kind of matchup you'd be hoping to see with a deck like this. I did mention this is a Jimmy Ballard special. God, absolutely ridiculous list to be fair. And just, yeah, Galvantula is pretty cool. Doesn't really do much into the particular thing we have here, but it is pretty cool at the very least.
I mean, if they bench 2 Shaman and can't find their AZ, it's pretty nasty.
Yeah, you could get a couple of KOs with it that way. It's just, man, is it so frail.
This is my starter. It's just atrocious.
Definitely didn't help. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't say I would have been, like, any more favored within that thing, but I certainly would have had a KO on that Mega Audino, because I would have had the...
Catching a Yanmega at any point is pretty sus. You're never going to get to free energy, really.
It's not even that. It's more, again, I would have had the experience share on the Shaman before Ninja Boying it, so at the very least, then we would have been able to...
Forget that maintains tools.
Yeah, Ninja Boy subs like everything, so... a lot of the idea with this one, obviously, we do have the stage 1s, which are capable of attacking for extra weaknesses with Vaporeon. Galvantula is one of the very few Pokemon that actually applies weakness on the bench, so it can hit more different types. It already has the Lightning type covered, so you don't play Jolteon, but it then covers like 4 different types. That's quite a lot, especially when, you know, Grass is a very good one, Lightning means it 2-shot Shaman, and then we've got extra coverage like Vespiquen doesn't exactly like having Flareon down against it, etc. So that can be pretty good.
Even less.
The which one, sorry?
Combees even less. Combees.
Yeah,
The
because
baby Vespiquen.
yeah, because they would straight up die. So, so there is that, and then yeah, Yanmega can attack for no energy if you've got exactly 4 cards in hand, which is what makes it weird. Jimmy decided Judge doesn't exist. I don't care about that card. He should definitely have a Judge in here, let's be honest. If you're focusing on Yanmega.
Over 8 makes sense.
Well,
you have 3 ends, you don't.
Ace Trainer's alright. I mean, the idea, if you're going Galvantula early quite a bit, you're probably giving up quite a few prizes to have that. So I can see Ace Trainer being decent. But yeah, I don't know. Judge just makes it so you automatically have the cards you need for Yanmega, so I think it should absolutely be in here. But, it's a cool idea for a deck, to be sure. This,
That's another thing that might be worth trying in Audino is Delinquent, because it's fast enough to set up, and doesn't need any utility support, it probably has the room to play it.
Delinquent is, yeah, it's a good card. Can't really argue with that one.
But this doesn't need a stadium much. Like it's running parallel to the counter stadium, so you can definitely afford to run a Delinquent, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, probably not the most favourable matchup for this thing to go into, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Still such a weird deck, this one. Not much to really say about it. Just like, what? Just how? In a field that has like a bazillion item locking things as well, it's just like, how did you manage this? I suppose it's okay into Trev, right? Because it hits the 110 before it goes break, but like, it still seems bad. I don't know. Guess it doesn't need much, but
I'll let you play a deck against something which isn't going to just destroy it, then Sai.
Alright.
I don't know. I mean, are we running that back, or are we playing something else? Because
We could play something else.
I also have a second deck, but I want to save it for the end.
fair dues, fair dues. Right. I need to do that.
Well, it seems like you need to change color pepper.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. I missed who changed. Sorry about that. I
was planning to go black. I was. So I was like, okay, so I thought we'll put it
No,
black
it's fine.
Yeah.
If I'm supposed to be playing Sai, I can change. That wasn't an issue. I missed who did because I was getting my deck out. Right. Let's go for heads. Why not? Fair dues.
Okay, I will go first.
Sure. Okay. That is a hand that can exist. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, this is not a good match for me. That's fine, we'll see.
Ball.
Yep. There he is.
Gonna have to end because there's no energy.
Fair enough.
Okay, we have another frog. Rough Seas.
Don't mind seeing that.
Put down Water Energy, and we will pass because we cannot attack on the first turn.
Yep. Okay, let's see what we can do. That is pretty good. Alright, let's go... Ultra Ball, pitching... Probably Lysander makes sense. And we will ditch Shaman here.
That's a neat ability.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Unfortunately, leading with it doesn't do much for me, but you know, it's pretty neat.
We all know that pain.
Yep. Okay, so those are fine, those are fine, those are fine. One, okay, that's fine. Two there might be a bit awkward. Those are passable. Alrighty then, we are going to grab ourselves Hooper. And with the Hooper, we will grab... grab Gardy. Just thinking how far I need to go with it here. Probably should grab a second one. And that will be it from the Hooper.
Worries.
Because I do have another one in hand, and we do have Shaman, so we will draw 4.
It's a lot of EXs.
It's a lot of EXs, yeah.
Impatient Salamence noises.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Trainer's Mail.
Yep.
Valley. It's probably a good idea just to bounce the stadium now, yeah. Just thinking from here. Let's just fire the N. I know it's annoying because you've got like a lot of cards left with it, but I kind of need slightly better than that, so slightly might just about be it. Yeah, can't do much from there. Go ahead. As much as it pains to say.
Okay, we attach Water Energy. We have a Frogadier.
Mm-hmm.
We will retreat.
Mm-hmm.
And we will water duplicates.
Yep. Yeah, it's got 0 retreat as well, so... Yep, of course you didn't prize any of them. Alright, yep. That is the setup, alright. This just keeps getting better and better, doesn't it? Go ahead. Can't really do much about it, so...
We have our Greninja and Moonlight Slash.
Just gonna take the knockout. Okay. I respect that. Alright, we will go there. We'll draw. Alrighty. Ultra Ball, pitching, Shaman, and Scheme is probably the best bet here. It's too bad I haven't been able to get Spirit Link down right now because that would be pretty good, but it's fine. Grab ourselves another Shaman. So we will start with that to draw 2. Do I want to start with it? Yeah, start with that, draw 2. Go there. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. Sacred Ash.
Yep.
Still one time this is in format, so... Get those back. Then, yeah, rest of this is going to have to get pitched to Sycamore. Not amazing, but, you know.
Yep.
Kind of got to get the energy here, so we will draw. And concede because we didn't get it. Yeah. Can't do anything, so there's no point in even continuing from there. I would have killed it if we had the thing. Yeah, two prized. It's really unlucky prizing as well, but whatever. Let's try again, I guess.
Yeah, that's why I didn't really play anything. There wasn't really anything.
No, that's totally fair. Yeah, I probably would have been in a really good position, to be honest, if I got that KO, because no breaks coming down. I would have been able to just like chain the kills. I think I would have been in a really good spot, but just didn't. I just didn't get anywhere. Okay. Alright, see if we can do any better this time. Still starting the Talonflame. Alright, we will draw.
Deja vu.
Yeah, I think this time I might be in a slightly better spot though, we'll see. Trainer's Mail. It's kind of annoying actually. I'm gonna fail that.
Okay.
Let's go. It's probably fine. We'll attach a fairy. So we can. Yeah, we're gonna shaman for the one here. This fucking game sometimes. Alright, that is really annoying. I did shuffle, right? Jesus Christ.
I always love when that happens.
How does that happen every time? Well, I guess I'll put the Valley down then. I failed the thing to get it because I didn't want to put it down this early, but whatever. We're just gonna end.
No problem.
That's okay. That's reasonable. Ultra Ball, pitching scheme, and probably repeat ball here, to be honest. Yeah, not a card we see too often, but it makes a lot of sense in a deck like this, you know. Alright, so that can of course get us out the Hooper, and the Hooper can pretty much do the same thing as last time. Get ourselves out two Voir and a Shaman. Let's just, do I actually hold on to that Shaman this time around is the thing? Probably actually, because it keeps the bench space open in case I need it for someone else. Go ahead. I don't think I need to go.
Okay.
I've already attached, so I don't need to go too much crazier on that turn.
Well, we'll rough seas.
Yep. That was why I didn't want to put it down, but it's fine.
Attach a water energy.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Dimension Valley 1 energy.
Dimension Valley can't affect this thing because it's fairy. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, I mean, Spirit Links.
Yeah, if I can get the Mega out, that's when it starts getting scary for you.
Well, we'll just be safe.
Yep, I can respect that.
And then we will Arrow Blitz.
So 40, search for any two.
We're going to get a frog and a frog.
Well, I mean, you don't have to tell me what it is, because it's
is it not shown? I thought it was
computer search style. Yeah, search it out for
no
any
worries,
two
sorry,
cards.
I thought it was a show.
Yeah.
No worries.
Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, thankfully this thing's only a one retreat, so it's not too bad to get out there. Alright, let's go energy. We will bump with Dimension Valley again. Yep. So we have that. We can Shaman draw 4.
'Cause I have to respect that Shaman being able to get you into Mega.
Ah, I wish. I mean, technically it did, but man, the cost is kind of high. Oh, that is frustrating. Because it's annoyingly close, because it's like... It is close, but it's just not there is the thing. Alright, well, via Seeker the N. I think I need to do that here too. I wanted to do that after, but like I'm the Spirit Link away. I had Ultra Ball, but yeah, I didn't see the stuff because I wasn't looking at that bit. That's fine. We will get our 6. Oh, okay. Fuck it, we do it anyway. Ultra Ball, discarding Guardy and a Fairy Energy. Yeah, so Shaman Draw 4 couldn't get there, but this certainly can.
Again, we have to respect the Shaman.
Yeah, it's fair, it's fair. Yeah, so I have a Spirit Link in this hand, so we'll get that down. We can pay our retreats, and we will Despair Ray. 110, discard 2 of my bench, so I can do 130. And probably...
We kill the Shaman.
Yeah, we'll take our 6 off the Bursting Balloon, probably the first time that's happened in the entire thing of it, and yeah, we'll go from there.
We will Rough Seas.
Yep.
Put down a Froakie. We have a Frogadier.
Yep. Naturally.
Sycamore.
Okay. Pitching Galvantula seems reasonable.
Put down our balloon.
Frustrating, but yeah, we can. I guess we can deal with that.
We have our water energy, and we will water duplicates.
Yep. This is where it goes downhill. But we'll see. There are 2 super odd in that list as well, I know, so it's gonna be rough, because yeah, you just don't prize them, you know? You just don't freaking prize them ever. Okay, we'll draw. Alright, well, I guess I'm attaching the second energy, and we will just Sycamore here, because it's 2 of a kind, you know?
Yep.
2 fairies and hey. It's not great, there's a lot of energy that's kind of gone, but whatever. We'll go Spirit Link here. We don't know if I even want to do anything else. I do, but it's like I don't know if I want to. It's one of those sort of hands. No, I think we just take him out. There's no thing on it. We'll take him out, and I will not discard any Pokemon for it. I think we're in that sort of spot where it's not important enough to do that.
Well, we have a frog.
That's why, it's because I need to keep them for this.
We will Super Rod.
Yep.
Grab
Ooh.
2 water and a Greninja.
Yeah, okay. Not grabbing the Frogadier. Alright.
Actually, should we grab? Yeah, we probably should grab.
Probably should grab the Frogadier. Because you've got a Froakie on the bench, so it's not as if you can't just evolve through it. It's because because I was in search at the time.
We'll grab that. Probably put down another Froakie. And then we'll VS Seeker for the Sycamore.
Yep. Ooh, Grand Break going as well, okay. Sorry, I keep doing that. I'll get it properly set in a sec.
We have a water energy.
Yep.
Level Ball.
Yep. And this is why you put the Frogadier back.
Put down another Gran.
Yep.
Put down a bursting balloon, and we will. I think shadow stitching is enough here.
Oh, you're not
If you
anywhere
attack?
close. Yeah, if I attack, yeah. You're not anywhere close to a knockout in general stuff, so... But it does put me at 160, so...
Hmm.
I don't know, do you need that energy for the break?
Yeah, you know what? We should probably Moonlight Slash and put the energy back.
Alright, it's up to 200. Living on 10. These megas are pretty freaking huge. Alright, let's see what we can do. So... feels really bad having that many discarded, but might have to be the way. Alright, bounce the stadium first with the Dimension Valley. That's going to have to happen.
No worries.
Did I had to discard? No, that was previous. Okay. Alright, Ultra Ball, pitching. Probably N and... am I using that at all? I mean, I guess it's fine because we have otherwise. Yeah, we'll pitch the Sycamore. Grab ourselves Hooper and use the Hooper just for one to grab the Mega.
Yep.
We'll do that because I have the Spirit Link down. Max Potion. Hate having to discard that many energy, but I think it's right here. Alright, Shaman for the 4. Okay. That's not unreasonable. We will attach. Supporter for turn can be Hex, I think. And we'll Despair Ray, discarding the Hooper and a Shaman to do the 130. Get the 6 back on.
We'll attach a water energy and we will end you.
Yeah. Free.
We do have the break.
Yep.
Let's make it a bit more annoying for you.
At least Giant Shuriken can't come out this turn, so...
I think we shadow stitching.
Yep. Seems reasonable. Go there. We will draw. Ooh, okay. So... Okay, this is not the game where I've done Sacred Ash, that's fine. Rope. Not sure if I love it, but I also want to actually get a kill here, so you know.
Fair.
Mega Turbo to get our energy back. This is where the tough call is to be made. Do we do that? On that left? Hang on, let's just run through this to make sure I'm not going to do anything too stupid. So I got 1, 2, 3. That only one of those has been used, but that's potentially a problem. We'll Despair Ray here and just take the KO.
Yep. Giant Water Shuriken, the Holicha.
Okay, so you take your prize.
Dive Ball.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Water Shuriken, Shaman.
Okay.
And
Yep. That's what I was afraid of.
oh, oops, that is the wrong amount of cards. Sorry.
Yeah.
Fix it.
Yep. Because you get 5 now that you've taken the prize with the giant
Yes.
shuriken.
Dive Ball.
Yep. Yep.
Bursting Balloon and Moonlight Slash.
Okay, so I'll take the 80. It's kind of rough. Let's see what we can do. Really not loving that I keep drawing that. Alright, well, I guess I ain't got much of a choice on it this time. The frustrating thing is not grabbing... yeah, the frustrating thing is not being able to grab, like, Lysander or something here. Alright, Ovia Seeker the Sycamore. I do not love it,
Yep.
but it is what it is. I had the option of that last turn, but just did not want to follow through on it because it was just too much to do. Alright, Gotti. We will Sacred Ash here. Thing is, I've already gone through like all of the Ultra Balls, which is not great. Not great at all, but it's fine. So it go 1, 2, 3, 4 is gonna be this, and then honestly, looking at it, it's probably best that I just take the other Hooper, because you win if you take out all my Guardies anyway. You know, 6 prizes being a thing after all. And if I don't do it this way, then yeah, I run the risk of just not having... like, if I do it and get the Guardie back, then that's basically a dead draw against like N and stuff, right? Whereas getting the extra Hooper means I can find a Shaman from that as well. So yeah, Sacred Ash is going to get those 5.
Alright.
Right, so from there... it's a very awkward situation to be in right now with everything as is. 6... I know what I want to do, but I don't know if I can afford to do it right now. That's the problem. Okay, what's the thing here? I go up to 140, so you need to use both shurikens, but you can use both shurikens, which is really annoying. I really do not love this as a decision, but I think I've got to try and keep myself in the game somehow with it. Max potion.
Yep.
Not the discard there. Or is it better putting off the... it's probably... it's better putting it off the bench, but because that then forces you to Lysander, is that right? To get the one off the bench. Yeah, it's better taking it off the bench, and I'm just going to discard an energy from hand because I'll reattach here. Yeah, I guess I'll just Despair Ray for 120. We'll discard that Shaman. It does kind of suck that you can get the mid-turn prizes here, but I think it's for the best. The balloon pops off.
Yes.
I know it's not usually the case
No
because it's
way.
usually, yeah. It's like I don't think I can afford to not attack that turn, but at the same time, it's just like I'm having a hard time like figuring out where to go with it. I'm really not loving this position, but
VS Seeker Fisherman.
okay, yep, get the energy back. That makes sense.
Level Ball.
Yep.
Field Search.
Mhm.
Attach Water Energy. And we'll use both our shurikens to take out the active.
Yep. So where do we go from there? Hold up.
Super Rod.
Excuse me, I've got to put the stuff out
Oh,
first.
right.
I mean,
Sorry.
I guess it makes sense. There's no other way around it. But yeah, I've kind of got to promote before you keep going.
Put in the break. It's probably got to be the waters at this point.
Okay.
And since I know you have a bunch of basics now that can do things, I think it should be Shadow Stitching.
Makes sense, yeah. So we'll do that. Okay, we will draw. Yeah, you're right too. Okay, I have played it via Seeker for Hex.
Yep, makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense here. I obviously couldn't use it anyway because you Shadow Stitch, so I'm just going to put the Absol down for no effect here. I was actually going to move 3 damage counters over to this guy, and I probably would have actually been able to Despair Ray KO it next turn even if he braked, so good call on that one. And yeah, there's no balloon this time, so we will just Despair Ray for the 110, take on Knockout here.
I just want this out of my hand, so
That's fair, yep.
we'll Water Shuriken the active.
Nope.
You cannot,
Oh no,
I
I won't.
hexed.
Yeah, yes, sorry.
That's
This
why
is why
I hexed.
this is kind of why I miss having the supporters staying on the field.
That's fair, but it wouldn't actually do anything here because it wouldn't stay on the field in your turn.
Alright then, we will Sycamore.
Yep.
Discarding 2 water.
Hmm.
That is 1 too short, sorry.
That's fine.
Do you have our break?
Yeah, that's
Would.
one of the things I was worried about.
Play nicely here. Battle Compressor.
Yeah, that is a card that still exists at this point in the game.
We probably want rid of that. I think that's it, really.
You got all the rest of the birds in the prizes. Or in the hand.
Almost?
Or in the hand, yep. Alright, how are we what are we feeling?
Again, it's awkward because I want to respect the basics. There's not an unreasonable chance you can get to them either. But I think I also need the damage this turn, so I think we do just have to Moonlight Slash it.
Okay, and that's up to there. Alright, we will draw. Now that is a weird card to get. Oh boy, that is a very weird card to get. Well, I do have the Hooper. I'm just like wondering if I want to do anything else with it first before I start firing it off here. Probably not, because this is a rather... Yeah, that's like, I've got 4 Pokemon in the discard at the moment. If I put them all back with spoilers, I've got Sacred Ash in hand. If I put them all back, that's going to dull the rest of the draws out, and I don't really need to put them back in order to get full bench here. Yeah, so we're just gonna Hooper. I'm gonna get less like Pokemon off, cards off the Shaman, but that's fine. We will just grab the 2 because I can't play more than that anyway. So why would I grab more? We will bench a Shaman to draw 2. Oh, that's almost game winning, but not quite. Because I can't get out after. Oh wait, no, that is, isn't it? Wait, yeah, okay. So I was thinking the rope I drew was not game winning, but Lysander certainly is. So yeah, we can Lysander that. I was thinking too much about like I still have to hit into this thing. And then I looked at it and go, wait, I'm on 1 price. Yeah,
I couldn't find my splash energies.
That certainly didn't help because being able to keep the stuff in. Yeah, so had you not Shadow Stitched me the previous turn, I would have moved damage counters from the Absol to this one that you put as a break here, and then I would have just.
I was also desperately looking for.
Yeah, I did not love the fact if I had to discard 2 Dimension Valley in that game. I'll say that now. It's like I had to pitch 2 of them throughout the course of the game. I did not love that at all. I was out of energy. I had like a Mega Turbo, I think. So I have 1 max potion left. I had 2 Mega Turbo. So like I was out of energy, but I did have enough to like accelerate back. So with my 1 VS Seeker left in hand, if I didn't find the Lysander there, I was gonna Hex again basically, and just like effectively live on 10 because you cap me out at 200. So yeah, oh god, close freaking match off of that.
Don't think that's bad for my first game of that.
No, not in the slightest. I don't like this matchup, as you can imagine. It's not a great matchup for me at all, just because when you get going, it's like I can't really do much with it. I was kind of grateful that I managed to stay ahead enough, right? If I couldn't kill that Talonflame early, then I would have been completely screwed. That's one of the things this deck can do well, is the fact if I can get like the 130 within a couple of turns to be able to take out the Talonflame. But man, yeah, this is not a good matchup for me really at all. And I did have to discard a lot of energy in that one, so I don't know. I did end up building into this because I wanted just to try it with the... I figured it's simplistic enough in the end. It doesn't really need that much going for it, right? You just need, like, Dimension Valley makes it 1 energy thing, so you can focus a lot more on the max potion, because it is difficult to KO 210 HP in one go. It's not impossible, obviously, but it certainly isn't the easiest thing in the world to do. And when you've got...
need multiple grip breaks up.
Yes, and when you've got Mega Turbos to be able to accelerate the energy you've discarded back as well, it just ends up making a lot of sense here. Maybe one of the Sacred Ash could have been a Super Rod so I could get some energy back as well, but I was thinking I am going to be discarding a lot of Pokemon at basically all times with it, so I thought, I mean, especially because this rotates as well, I was like, give it the last hurrah, so a bit off it, you know. Giovanni's scheme would have let me hit up to the 170, so if I could have filled my bench, I would have been good enough to sort of take out Grenbreak in one go. I thought that was kind of important to have around here, because especially since I don't play Skyfield, because I didn't really see much of a need to be honest. I think Jason's thing played the Skyfield as well as the Dim Valleys, and I thought that's cool and all, but I don't usually need to, right? It's just you are comfortable doing in the 120 to 140 sort of range, and just, you know, refreshing the stuff as it is. I don't think Skyfield adds enough to this build in order to make it work. It certainly would next round, not just because Valley rotates, but because we get Dragonite EX, which can also pull up Pokemon from the discard. So it's like you actually can fit 8 bench a lot more at that point. So next round, the Skyfield is better, but here, not really necessary, because you're mostly freeing up all of your slots for these anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. And yeah, I realized as I was going through, it's like it's not Rainbow Road, obviously, that's the other one to play, but it's a similar sort of bit. It gets set up very quickly, it's not the easiest thing to one-shot, and if you don't one-shot it, I'm just gonna Max Potion Mega Turbo it, and it's like, what do you do? Like, you know, it's your move from there sort of thing, you know? And of course it
I
hits
think
exactly.
I did the best I could with what I had.
Yeah. Oh, that was a hell of a fight with it. And again, I don't like this matchup in the slightest. I think I got kind of lucky overall for the most part with it. I really don't think this is a good matchup for me, especially when you just start the Talonflame and you don't prize the frogs. You got perfectly set up in both games, so it's, you know,
I looked at the prizes and thought, well, these are good prizes. This is probably GG.
yeah. It's not a good game in terms of, or not a good matchup, I should say. The Rough Seas doesn't do much except bounce my stadium. Like, you would think it's a problem because now I maybe can't kill the break as easily, but no, I can still kill it because I'm hitting 220 over 210.
It's more if I can retreat out into another one, then it starts to matter.
Yep. So that's when Lysanders and stuff have to come in. But yeah, it's an aggressive setup for it, right? Because the 2 Lysander makes a lot of sense in the deck where you're 2 Lysander and 2 Rope actually make a lot of sense in the deck where you can aggressively chase down the Shaman. Target Whistle could have potentially been a thing in here, but I didn't fit it. Couldn't fit it, right?
I did think the 2 Splash was a bit sketch, but at the same time, you can't put Splash on the Talonflame.
Yes, that's the thing.
More importantly, you can't discard it for your Shurikens either.
Yes, it's not a water energy unless it's attached to a water Pokemon, so it can't actually be discarded for Shuriken. So it's like you really want it, but you also don't want to play that many of it most of the time. It's a very weird one to sort of conceive.
I could not find them, and I was desperate for them.
Yes, understandable. Yeah, no, this is a terrifying deck to go against, and yeah, good showing of it for sure. I did not think I was winning that one, to be honest, but you know.
Just remembered a couple of things actually, just thinking about it. First, did you search a Frogadier Froakie at one point off of your Talonflame? I can't remember if you got end that turn.
I did get
I end him that turn, yeah.
Yeah, probably would have been wise to pull Splash Energy off Talonflame there.
Well, I was thinking, okay, I want to be careful in case this gets Lysandered in and bopped.
That is fair.
I want to have at least 2 Froakie early on, just in case.
Believe you me, I was considering fishing for the Lysander that turn, so you know, it was on my radar.
It just seemed like a wise idea to have as many of the baby frog around early as possible.
Yeah.
They aren't the healthiest thing.
Which brings me to my next question, actually, because on one of those turn 1s, Cal, you had a rope in hand, but we're shaming for 1. I'm surprised you didn't just rip that rope to force Froakie into the active and buy yourself another draw.
Nah, could have, but bubble is a thing. What you gotta remember is if I throw that in the active, he's gonna bubble and I'm gonna get paralyzed and I'm gonna be pissed off that I wasted the rope. Because I already had access to N anyway with this stuff within hand. I was thinking, okay, even if he Talonflames, I can just N within the next slot anyway. So I wasn't like too worried about the Talonflame search. It's like, yeah, it's annoying, but I'd rather him go for the search there and I can get rid of it than get bubble paralyzed and then he just gets to.
I immediately got into the frog regardless, which is great, but
yeah,
again, it's more of I was treating it more as a security blanket to get more frogs, which I think is a reasonable approach.
Sure about.
Yeah,
I probably should not have put damage on the Shaman, but I wasn't sure. I was thinking, okay, if you don't get rid of this Shaman, it's not in a great position.
Yeah.
The thing is, this deck is always going to get rid of its Shaman unless it's bricked out of Gardevoir.
Yep.
Fair, but you know,
right.
I have not faced Gardevoir before.
True. If you guys want to do another game, then don't change my color off of the stuff here because I'm not going to be here for a sec. I need to get up. So if you want to do another game whilst I'm up, then
I was gonna let you face Pepper then.
Well, I need to go for a minute. So
no worries.
Well.
Oh wait, did my color change not go through?
No, I'm still on red.
Okay, well I guess I'll add a second marker down with that then, and I'll edit around that. It's fine. Yeah, because I was like, I do want to play, but you know,
yeah.
Emergencies happen. Right, let's fire this up then. And get the freaking zoom back in properly. Alright, let's go for Tails this time. Even though that's, you know. Oh wow, I actually got it. Alright, yeah, we will go first off of that. Also, I know I missed Zamora's thing earlier of one load of Hooper, but yeah, sorry about that, dude. We were kind of in big thinky mode in that game, so. Alright, let's see what we can do. Well, that doesn't tell me a lot. Alright, we will.
It tells you I started shaming. It tells you.
Yeah, that it does. Alright, we will get double colorless down. We will bench Joltik, and I'm gonna have to end. Not much I can do otherwise. Maybe if I could have Sycamored in that hand, I would have definitely considered it, but you know. Alright, let's see what Trainer's Mail can give. That is a big old lot of nothing. I really want out of that. Okay. Yeah, not much I can do about that one. Let's try again then. Yeah, let's not do the mistake. Just about to hit the number for drawing. I was like, that's not how this works. No, gotta be honest, don't really want that either. So, there was one hit in both of those, and I don't really want either of them. So, it is what it is. We will get a Shaman down for the free. That's pretty much why I don't want them, because it's like, you know, bad cards are just going to make my Shamans worse, so yeah. We'll get a second Xerneas down, and we will go for Max Elixir on that thing. See if we can hit that. We do not. That's fine. I don't expect to hit them as often in this deck, so such is the way. Go ahead. This is still pretty threatening, to be honest.
Yeah, got a hand of all time sitting here.
Oh dear.
What to do? I have to. It's just gonna hopefully finalize. Yes, level ball. Knife each.
Oh yeah, okay.
Float on the active and Sycamore. Guarding Lysander, AZ, and 2 Gloom.
You are on one with this, alright. Serperior Vileplume. God, okay.
I am drawing all the hands of all time right now.
I mean, to be fair, this seems like break the deck, so, you know.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be bricking on this stuff. You don't expect to be... I have 4 of giant plants.
Choice. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to put Ultra Ball, discard AZ and Sycamore. The Vine, hope to flip head.
Yep.
I have been given a hand of all time.
Okay.
And I'm just going to scoop it there because that's great.
Yeah, I'll just show you the
Give an
energy.
option.
I'll show you the energy. Yeah, I had what I
I
needed.
had bricked on 5 supporters and Revitalizer. After bricking on 3 supporters, 2 Gloom.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Death Incarnate in that hand. If since you didn't flip the heads, top decking Ultra Ball means I get like probably Galvantula out of that, to be honest, and that's enough just to kill the Shaman. And then from there, yeah. Well,
Let me quickly turn on my light because it went dark while you were away.
It certainly did. I spotted that too. I was like, ah. In the meantime, alright, no moles. So we just got a thing.
Mole. Now we'll go first.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah, I mean that was the assumption. That's why I just did my 7.
Yeah.
Because you're playing Vileplume, you've got to go first.
Trainer's Mail.
Vileplume does at least lose AZ going into the next format, so it's not like unusable, obviously, but it is maybe a bit more awkward. Because it's like you have to get the float stone on it now before you evolve into it. Just to be fair, when you get the float stone on it, it's not being removed, but still. Yeah, my trainer's mail picks that I didn't take in the last one was Xerosic and Sycamore. Those were the only ones I had. Yeah, he's just gonna full send. Oh boy. Ha, huh, yeah.
I'm starting to realize Deck never got play. That wasn't a thing. Didn't have to do testing.jpg. Ivy. Trainer's Mail. Revitalizer.
You playing it?
No, I'm just thinking for a second as I do have Forest. I'm just thinking what my discard for this Ultra Ball is going to be.
Sheesh. I'll save you the time. Game 3. Because you're going to get Vileplume and I'm not winning from there.
Because I got Shaman Ultra Ball.
Yeah,
so
no, I'll save you the time. You've got Vileplume. Game 3.
Yes.
Because you're going to get Gloomed. That's the obvious bit with it. So I can't win with a turn 1 Vileplume. Nothing I can do. Turn 1 Vileplume going first beats every deck, so, you know, not much to really say about it. Although, I mean, yeah, because you've got AZ, they'd have to just ding it back in, so yeah, it's just like...
I was thinking it could therefore drop the AZ, probably not there, but I don't really need to.
Mm-hmm. Hello?
Huh? Oh, sorry.
Duh.
Sorry, I was distracted for a second there.
Alrighty.
Pepper, this keeps happening.
It does, yeah. That's okay. We'll go Ultra Ball, pitching, Xerneas Break, because we're not on Jolteon bullshit here. And, probably a Fairy Energy. Let's see what we can do. That's an unfortunate 1 prize there, but that's fine. Okay, we can grab Hooper, which will then grab Volcanion and a Shaman to the hand. Does that make some sense? We'll put Joltik down. I will attach Fairy to the Pawniard, and we will Shaman for our 4. Not ideal, but sometimes I guess you've just got to deal with what you've got. Yeah, it's really not great. Haha. What do we even want to do then? do I even play that is the thing? I should, but like, God, that feels bad. Yeah, I mean, I guess I probably should use the Max Elixir here, so yeah, that's on 6. Nah, does not hit, that's fine. I mean, I'll try it again. It's not ideal, but...
I'll do it again!
Yeah. Grab that. There is a non-zero chance that Galvantula has to do something in this game, so I might as well do the thing. Rest of this looks real bad, but I think I do need to get just a bit more established before you get a chance to plume, so I will Sycamore here. Does not feel great getting rid of DC, but opening hand had 2 fairies and a DC and no way of getting to Xerneas, so sadly there is still no way of getting to Xerneas. Go ahead.
Rain is male.
Yep.
Sycamore. Bench Oddish. Forest of Giant Plants. Attach to the Shaman and help.
Launch the Sycamore like 10 miles across the field. Yep.
Yeah, Sycamore has got a Muscle Belt, Lysander, and Forest.
Okay. Imagine playing Muscle Band in a fucking Vileplume deck. Like, seriously.
Another Snivy. Servine.
Yep. Indeed, Azure. That is what is happening here. This is why I just didn't play Serperior in the first place, because it just kept doing that. No.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too easy for you to find something to verse this with. So let's stone it out. Body Snivy and pass.
Okay. This is thing is interesting because Galvantula specifically only hits the bench, but yeah, understandable. Alright, we will go...
That which hits the active I was worried about.
Yeah, we'll go Xerneas. I do have DCE for it. Yeah, not necessarily loving the spot that I've found myself in here with it. I really wish we could have had the Max Elixirs beforehand, but you know, such is the way. I think it probably is still reasonable to Super Rod here, though, because Xerneas Break is among the things that I can get back. There's all 3 of my targets, so that's the only ones that are in there right now. Sadly, DCE does not count, so you know. Thinking how much do I want to just go for it is the thing, because it's like I have a different play, but it's like how much do I want to just gun for this being. This is a weird one. Because if we do... Hand is on... not a lot. Alright, I'll bite. Hex. It's an anti-Shaman Ultra Ball thing. See, the frustrating thing is if I do what I want to do with it here, then it's going to be harder to get it away. But I also just want to do it. I'm going to put Bishop down and I'm going to retaliate for 30. If you don't evolve it, it dies, so there's at least that.
True.
And you are under Hex, so you better have the supporter already in hand here.
Well, you know me, I'm a top decking spot.
Yeah, but you can't hit because I hexed, so
No. I will put some energy on it though and stick them all.
yeah, it's like you have to have it otherwise. Yeah, but at least I stop you from trying to paralyze it.
Well, I'm under Hex, so I can actually just play this.
You can, yeah.
And yeah, this Ultra Ball always happens. Just figure out what my discards are from here.
Mm-hmm.
Oddish and Shape.
Yep.
Yeah, Serperior. Forest, let's drop it straight down.
Mm-hmm.
And I will coil.
Yep. Energy to the Xerneas, Lysander the Vileplume, retaliate for 30. This also resets Coil just in case that comes in now. Because like if you've got the AZ, then yeah, this.
I've got the AZ.
Yep. I mean, of course you have, because you always have absolutely every card you could ever possibly want. But you know, such is the way. So just
Actually,
playing
I
it
do-
straight. Mm-hmm. Go on, kill it if you dare.
Progress at some point. Yeah, okay, I kill it.
Yep, slashing strike for the 80.
Yep. Okay, strike ready.
I mean, I suppose it's technically correct to go in with Jolty, but let's be real, I'm going in with this by the end of the turn anyway, and there's not really any issue with that. Xerosic the Floatstone. Because that might end up coming up at some point, and we will Rainbow Force for a bazillion damage here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types on the bench, so it's 160. Yeah, and this makes it a bit tougher now, because it's like now you've got to actually pay for that, so... This is why I didn't just go more aggressive earlier, because I had 2 decent supports type, you know, actual supporters to use within the hand. So, like I thought, yeah, we're gonna force you to do much more difficult sort of plays with it here.
I got a really awkward top deck, which is making me. Oh yeah, I think it's the world's worst stick of all.
Double AZ, yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's...
So, Lysander for game is what you're telling me here?
Yeah, I know, it's like, and I didn't even hit what I need to hit anyway, so...
Oh, yep.
Yeah, when it... Because this build has to be short on energy to make things work.
Yep. I was holding Sycamore for my hand was like Sycamore, Xerosic, Hex, and Lysander, right? So you can see why it took me a little bit to sort of go through that as the thing, and then was like, nah, I'm gonna play this a little bit more conservatively. It's like if you're on a free card hand, so if Shaman is part of your way of getting forward, then we're just gonna negate that with the Hex, right? And also kind of secondary benefit of stopping you from flipping the coin with Servine too. That might have actually mattered as well. As part of it, so it's just like, yep, we can stop you from doing that, and then I have Lysander to force you to do the AZ, and I also have the Xerosic potentially to stop you from just zero retreating that Shaman out, or Sky returning the Floatstone back, because that could have also been a thing, right? If you could have.
I was trying to Sky return that turn.
Yeah, it's like if you could Sky return the Floatstone back to hand, then you'd be able to AZ the Vileplume, go Floatstone on it before you get it, and then it's a lot harder to trap you in. But yeah, basically just looking at it going, alright, I don't have to play this Sycamore stupidly early here. The only thing is I had Bishop was like the 5th card in hand, so I was thinking, do I actually want to evolve that? And then the answer is kind of yeah, because otherwise you could have probably Slashing Strike to the Pawniard a turn earlier, and maybe I wouldn't have been able to get enough out of it at that point. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to do that for it, you know. We might need to show this deck off again at some point, because it really didn't get too much into it there, but it's fine.
That was me messing around with something stupid.
Nah, it's all good, it's all good.
I understand the problem now. I thought it would be okay, because I could play enough the same raw consistency package as the Zygarde Plume variant. But just having more evolutions to choke on makes it so much worse.
Oh yeah, I mean we've seen this.
We've
seen this when Sai played Vespiquen, right? As was the other bit with it of the Vespiquen plume. That had a much bigger Vileplume like bit to it. It was like 4/4/3, I think it was for that. So there was like many more outs to it.
The original Zygarde that was 2/2/2.
Yeah.
Just wasn't getting anywhere.
Yep. And like I get it, I really do. It's just man, you've got to draw like perfectly to get this sort of bit going. It's like trying to play a stage 2. Yeah, trying to play a stage 2 alongside the Vileplume, that's just like, you are on one with this deck, man. That's
I thought Fortress was better than it was.
Oh, it certainly is as good as you'd think it is, but it's just, you've got to get the rest of the deck around it to go as well.
Well, experimenting.
Yeah. I will probably bring this one back for like a normal game, if you will, in the next like video for the bit here, because this didn't get a full show. But this is the Rainbow Road, or some people call it Rainbow Force. They're wrong. It's Rainbow Road as the deck. It does more damage for every different type of Pokemon on your bench, and yes, we've had this for a little bit because it was in Breakthrough, but it didn't get good until Steam Siege, because Steam Siege has dual type Pokemon to play. It's not just the stage 1s, like I have cut down very slightly on the Galvantula line from the original of this, but Volcanion, whilst it doesn't do anything in terms of attack or ability, it is a basic Pokemon that has 2 different types. So it is not too difficult for this deck to get like 7 types on the bench, and you are swinging for 220 damage at that point. Is kind of absurd. Yeah, this thing I have done, I know Sai's gonna hate me for bringing it up, but I did 190 going second on my first turn with this deck at its finest. Like, that is just unbelievably aggressive of that. Like, that's a modern amount of damage, right? That's Gen 9 sort of potential, like, you know, Miraidon could potentially hit like it's 220 on turn 1 or something. It's absolutely mind-blowing that a deck from Gen 6 was capable of doing that as a thing. And yeah, it isn't like a top favorite from mine, but it is certainly a deck which I, you know, liked the idea of for this sort of format, and I did really enjoy just playing a more straightforward deck for a change. We don't have as many basic energy in this one for the max elixir to hit, so I don't expect it to hit every time, but that's fine because you only ever need one, right? It's one fairy to hit and then a DCE. That's all you really need. So yep. And then I play. Go on.
I was gonna say I'm in the middle of building my Zygarde deck for next week over here.
Fair enough. Yeah. No, I chose, like, there's a couple of options for your damage mod stuff here. Obviously, you could just play Fighting Fury Belt. I chose the break for Xerneas here because I figured this deck was not going to do super well into Jolteon because I don't play Ranger in the deck. So I thought, yeah, because, like, even Bishop gets resisted, right? It's a metal resistance that's on the Jolteon, so Retaliate doesn't even do that much. We can't, even if we could attack, Hawlucha doesn't really do much, and Galvantula doesn't even hit the active, so it's like, I don't really have much into Jolteon otherwise, so if they just get to Flash Raid, this would be a bit softer to that. And because Livestream doesn't say basic energy, you actually can use this with DCEs in play as well, and you can get a surprising amount of damage for Livestream. It's actually kind of neat. So, yeah, it's a very simple deck. There's not a ton of frills to it. I've got a decent amount of draw spot because I only have, like, the 2 Shaman bit. You can certainly build this to have more EXs and whatnot in here. This Hawlucha could maybe be a Flygon EX if you want, or any other dragon type thing if you want the different type, but a Hooper target as well. But the problem for me is that has a retreat cost. That's why I put the Hawlucha in the first place. And Jolteon conflicts with Galvantula because it's also lightning type. So if you play the Galvantula, you don't play Jolteon EX in here. So, yeah, but it's straightforward enough. Bishop can revenge kill if you need it to. It's very good against other fairy decks, like the Mirror especially. It can be kind of nice to take out their big thing. And Galvantula can rip Shamans on the bench to shreds, so that's pretty decent as a basic attacker here as well. Oh, not basic, but like a simple attacker as well. And yeah, you just Rainbow Force for huge amounts of damage every time. That's pretty much it. Yeah, to the point, but it's pretty good. Doesn't do well against the turn 1 going first Vileplume, mind you, but then not a lot of decks do, so very little does, so, you know, it's all good.
Yeah, sorry for the war crime, but...
No, it's fine. Hey, you have to try some dumb stuff sometimes. We haven't seen my spread deck this time around because I figured it was going to be really bad into like everything that was going to get bought. So, you know, it has some auto-losing type matchups, unfortunately, which many of which were on the docket for today, so... Would have been very interesting into the Jimmy Ballard list though, because that's spread into spread, and I think I probably win that one because I've got a more like consistent spread out thing. But you know,
you also have lots of psychic weaknesses that can't be hit well by the thingies, the Galvantulas.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't
be on in the Eeveelutions series for it.
Yeah, so probably do all right in that one, but. You know, that's a very funky matchup to begin with, so goodness knows how that ends up turning out. But yeah, okay, so like I say, I'll edit around the break and stuff. Thank you very much for those who managed to tune in for watching. This is the first time I've been able to properly do this live again, because the internet's fixed up now, woo, and yeah, this is what I wanted to do with the new computer and stuff on here. It's definitely higher quality than what we had before, which is nice. And yeah, we're gonna have one more round of the stuff here. I played like 2 of the main decks I wanted to think, but I still wanted to look at a few more myself as well, and that are things that are rotating that people might enjoy playing one last time. So we have plenty still to do before we get to the next one. So yeah. As you can see, Pepper's already building the thing down here too, so that ought to be fun.